to the Dash Back, episode number 26. It's our last
Woo!
episode before the big finals, RCS finals at Genesis X3. Gary is always joined by Menderbug. How you feeling this episode?
Good. Good. I'm so shit at my day job, bro. They're finna fire
Hey, that's why
me.
we're here.
They're
That's why
actually
we're
finna
here.
fire me. You got to use code BARKUP or
You have to.
because they're
And
gonna
then,
fire
look,
me for sure.
if you're gonna use code BARKUP, you might as well do it on this first event. We're getting right into it. We're talking about
goodness.
the brand new event, Primal Dawn. This is one of my favorites, if not my favorite bundle they've done. I think all the skins look so sick. They got cool sound effects, and it has my character with an awesome skin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's awesome. It's an awesome one. I have like historically pretty bad taste in skins, right? Like pretty weird. I don't really understand the La Reina skin. I just don't understand it. I just don't. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think the Maple skin.
Look, I can explain the La Reina skin.
Please.
She wasn't furry enough,
right?
So they needed her to have a furry skin to satisfy the desires of the community.
Okay, yeah, they kind of, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm happy to see we're leaning into that more. I think that's the right direction for the game. But I think the Maple skin is like the best Maple skin. It captures like her essence, you know.
Yeah,
I think being a raptor,
a little sinister,
like really like quick, mischievous, fierce, king of the jungle,
king of the jungle,
just like super. I think it really makes sense for how she plays. It aligns a lot, and I really like it. The Raster one's also pretty good. The Scraw noise is really nice.
I think the Olympia is so good. It is such.
It's fire. It's shocking.
I haven't seen it because I haven't like played it because it's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to get any of these skins, of course, code BARKUP, like we were saying. We also got some new shop items. Another Midnight Abyss palettes, Arctic Orange Fleet. This looks very nice. A couple other little skins. We got a Raster Perry. I haven't gotten this yet. I gotta get on there.
Just Perry. Yeah, I like these emotes a lot, and they're kind of. You know what I was thinking about is how it kind of like teaches the game through.
Yeah, a little
emotes. Like it's really unintuitive to hold up on Maple up air. You know what I mean? So I feel like at least one human being like sees that emote and
someone
like tries it and it works. So I like that. I like all the dinosaurs one. I dropped some bucks, I think, on the middle one. I forget. I dropped bucks on one of them, but I love those icons. They're so good.
Yeah. We also got Champion Olympia, which is kind of we have Evo Olympia at home. I didn't look what the emote said.
Yeah, I was just thinking we got to start like writing it down.
Yeah,
like dead ass. I have to launch Steam, so I don't.
Olympia ready champion, Olympia Knuckles, Olympia ready. Whatever. A couple audio fixes and updates, some cool new effects. And then there were a few little tweaks, little bug fixes, little adjustment.
We got nothing crazy though. Yeah,
nothing crazy. There was slow fall joystick threshold. I don't know. That means Maple. I don't know. You might have seen. There's a clip of someone at Frosty, I think, that had a point blank Maple F strong whiff, and then Dan was like, "Yeah, I already told Trevor about this," and sent a clip of him whiffing a point blank F strong. It was just like when they nerfed it. I think they made it. I don't know. Something happened with the inner hitbox.
Yeah. That happened to you, bro.
That happened to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the day before the patch happened.
I clipped it. It was hilarious. Yeah.
So no real balance changes, which is what we expected.
Right, because we're going into Genesis, right? So there's never going to be flag nerfs are for after Genesis. Yeah. It's fucked. Wait, is that a new conspiracy theory? Are we saying they aren't nerfing Crag so that Ion can win, so that Cake isn't dominant number one? Do you think he would be anyway? Do you think if Ion
Cake 1000% would be anyway?
I mean, I know by the leaderboard, he's like ahead. He's like double points, fucking everyone else.
He's like he's the only person to have won more than like okay. Sophie won an RCS major.
Yeah.
Pup won 1, I guess.
Yeah.
Stango won 2, Ions won 2, and Cakes won the rest of them. It's too dominant. I don't think Cake is all but guaranteed number 1 unless he busters out in pools, which I find unlikely.
No, but like even then, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Everyone's got a bad day. I mean, everyone's had a bad day.
Come on. They should just straight up not count it.
And of course, Godly won a major.
Right. That was ours. Yes. Yes, he did. Yep. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll get that later. That one, that one's the big one. Obviously, that's the big one. It was the last one. So let's talk about the Mickey Mouse one. Let's talk a little bit. What?
Genesis preview.
I must have mislabeled LMBM.
We're gonna talk LMBM. Let's make big moves. 2026.
Let's make big moves, which Cake Assault did, of course, come out victorious upon. It was damn close though. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to talk about Grands yet though. I feel like we should save Grands for when we talk about Brad Gunshoe.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Cake's run. I want to talk about especially his game against Beastly, because to me this was a I guess return to form for Cake Assault. Damn, this match was only 10 minutes long.
Dude, it was. It felt like it. It felt way shorter.
Every time these two have played previously, it's gone like last hit game 5. It has been so close. Beastly just always inches away from getting the victory. This Cake Assault just kind of dominated him. It was not particularly close. It was just.
Might be his turn real soon.
It was so impressive, and I think in a lot of ways this was a sort of return to form for Cake Assault, although we haven't seen him at a major since Heat Wave. So it's weird. It's always weird to call it a return to form, but it was just kind of him returning.
Yeah,
because he's always good. He just didn't
also
last major.
In form. Yeah. This set was not close. This set was not at any point close. There was not at any single point where I thought Beastly might even have a lead. What was this the Lorena set? Did he go Lorena game 3?
He went Lorena game 3, yeah.
Yeah. And did High Kirk genuinely did better initially, but that's just like
initially, but then like after I don't know, after a little bit it was like you could see that like Lorena.
Was this the one where Beastly had the chair on the top plat for like the whole game and like Cake just didn't want to hit it, and so Beastly like recovered for free a bunch? Maybe it was that. Maybe I'm thinking of the Elkies cheesy potato set.
I can't remember.
That did happen at some point.
Yeah, Lorena's gotta work fucking hard, and Cake was like not giving Beastly any sort of wiggle room.
Oh, yeah,
for this whole set. But it was really impressive. He had that wasn't his only win, of course. The whole thing. He 3-0'd Sandstorm before. Let me take a look at all of his whole path here. 3-0 Sandstorm, 3-1 over Ant, 3-0 both Torna and Applewiz, taking care of the Rasters.
Yeah.
A really great showing from Cake all the way to that grand finals where the hero, the people's champion, Brad Run Gunshoe, whatever his last name is. Why can't I go back to the tournament?
I think isn't his last name like Sanderson?
Maybe. That sounds familiar.
I think it is.
Brad Sanderson.
I think that's awesome.
So we were at this event.
Yeah. We were at this event. This is what I wanted to say. You were so eager to jump right into the Cake Assault. We were there, bro. It was awesome.
We were there. It was really sick.
It was cool for most of it, and some of it wasn't that cool, but like it all had to do with the snowstorm.
Really? No, it was great.
It was pretty good. The setups were. Much has been said about the setups at LMPM. It's like a little bit sad, especially because Max loves Rivals so much. But you also have an obligation to put all your resources pretty much into the 1,000-person alt bracket. So like, it is what it is. Yeah. But there were some fucking setup moments.
I think we can save more of the tournament talk for after we talk about the players, perhaps, just to keep it consistent. And because
it's impossible to talk about Rangunchu without talking about the player experience, because I almost passed out like twice.
Yeah.
So Brad was the hero. Should we talk about him, or should we talk about some of the zany side characters of the LMBM top 8?
No, wait. Let's talk about Rangunchu.
Okay.
Because he made he lost to Stango in Winterside. And then just had a not an easy time by any stretch of the imagination. His
it was stressful.
Anthem set was maybe set of the year.
It's the best set of all time.
Yeah,
not even gonna lie.
I said set of the year. The year just started. We'll get that later. We'll get there later. Because we're gonna talk about Phantom. We have to talk about Phantom later. But then 3-1 over Apple was a pretty nice 3-1 over Sandstorm as well. Beat out Ant. And then the Beastly set was pretty interesting because Beastly went over to the Olympia, and that one was a little muddy.
Dude.
But watching that game in person, like before, I was like, it's Cake and Grands. Beastly just got handled. I don't think Brad can do it.
Yeah,
I wanted him to do it. I wanted this to be Clarence' first major, but I was like, I don't think he can do it. Then I watched the Beastly set, and then there was just so many moments in that set, even if it was a little scrappy, a little muddy, that I was like, no way, he could do it. And then in this grand finals, I mean, he was really showing that, especially the game 1 of the reset, which I didn't get to watch in person because I went to the bathroom, because if I didn't, I think I would have actually like died.
Yeah.
Man,
but it was dude, there were so many. So like his bracket was through a couple of people who he's had like historically like really close sets with, like Sandstorm. The set at Port Priority was like, I wish I was wearing a heart rate monitor. It was so insane. Has historically gone to like some game 5s with Ant, really close sets there. Always scary to play against Ant. Even Beastly, oh my god. But I think there was at some point during the Sandstorm set where I could tell he was fully dialed, fully locked, and like completely warm and ready to play at the highest level for like an extended period of time. Like I was like, there's definitely a point where it's so hard. Has anyone ever beaten Cake and Grands from losers?
From losers? I don't think so.
I don't think so, right? It's a crazy amount of stamina you need to play to win one set off Cake and then also win a second set off Cake.
Because like Cake's thing is like he's so good at adapting. It's it's like at any time you hear Wisely Cast, he'll let you know that the OS on the tag stands for the operating system. And it's for good reason. And we got to see that by the end of this reset. Like Rangunchu goes up 2-0, but then like Case got the next level, maybe a couple slip-ups from Brad. But it was like it's so hard to take 2 sets in a row off Cake.
It's incredibly difficult.
Like I think it's probably the only person that's done it is Sofilo getting winners finals, and then I guess has Stanko done it? Stanko's done it. But one of them was Loxodon. No, I don't think he's actually done it.
Yeah, that was I don't think so.
Spargo beat him at Supernova.
Yeah. That was not. No one. Cake hasn't lost a Grands from winners.
No, he hasn't.
Which makes sense. But this was so close. This was so fucking close, bro. This was legit like last hit, game 10. Oh my god, it was at no point in Rangunchu's entire run was I like calm, like okay, he's kind of got this.
No.
Even the Apple Wiz set he was coming into really cold and lost. I forget if it was game 1. I want to say it was game 1. And I was just like stressing, bro, the whole time. The Sandstorm always stressful, Ant always stressful. The Beastly set after the reverse 3-stock game 4, oh my god, like maximum stress. And this guy Brad never makes it easy. Never makes it easy. It's crazy, but like, in this game 10, it's so heartbreaking to get reverse 3-0 in the reset when you're on such a losers run, such a long and difficult losers run. But it really just speaks to fucking K-Gasol, man.
Yeah.
K-Gasol, as someone who plays Claren, hates playing this matchup, like has watched a lot of Rangochu and Cake. They've met quite a bit before in bracket. This felt like the final, like the fully realized matchup, the fully realized set. It was so insane. I mean, the way that both players play around floor hug is so huge in this matchup. Like Cake is like has an insane mastery over floor hug. Rangochu, oh my god, like even right there, so nice. And Rangochu does a lot on platforms to try to navigate around floor hug to like mix up timings and be able to land with things like nair, things like down air. If not just like play around the platforms as a feint and then like empty land back to the ground and land a grab and stuff like that. So this set was one of the highest level we've seen in Rivals. It was so fucking crazy. I was legit like, I was screaming so hard. I legit had to like stop screaming during the second set. Like I had to make it a hard rule or else I was like fading in and out.
No, literally crazy. It was in the first set of grands where like I had like popped off over a stock and I was like, I got like a head rush. I was like, okay, I need to chill out. It's too warm. I don't have enough food or water. I need to take a breather.
This rival shit's serious, bro.
It was so sick. I wish Rangochu would won, but he couldn't close it out, unfortunately.
God, every time playing Rangochu got like an F strong confirmed, like Hazelnut would look back at me and be like, you liked that, didn't you? I'd be like, yeah, it was kind of awesome.
But I think despite coming up short, this was such a great performance to see from Rangochu, because there's long been this narrative, or more like just like knowledge that Rangochu doesn't necessarily perform the best in bracket, has some tournament nerves, and Cake mentioned it in his winners interview with Max Ketchum, about how he was just like so happy to see Rangochu playing at the level he does in like friendlies and that sort of thing in this bracket, insanely high stakes late grand finals. It gives me a lot of hope that like I think Rangochu can probably do it now. I think he's proven. We all know he was like capable of it, but he's like truly shown that he has what it takes.
Right? Like that was it. Like that was all gas for like 4 hours of playing. Like, oh my god. It was so sick. Rangochu can do it. Claren can do it. You know, Claren still hasn't won an offline major. So that's kind of tough, but like, man.
It was not many characters. Like, there's like characters that have won
right?
an offline major. It's like Forsberg, if we're like talking all time.
Force, Crag, Zetter.
I can
Olympia
up.
Plups
got like trio. 3 of the carries 3 of the characters there. Fleet.
I would say Plup went mostly
Orkane.
Maple. I mean, definitely at Genesis.
No, for sure.
And then at Evo, it was kind of more of a split between the 3. But definitely like Olympia, Crag, Zetterburn, Forceburn. That might be it. That might be it. I mean, Rano just won one, but like, come on.
Yeah. All right, Godly.
No, Godly's phenomenal. Like, I'm so excited to talk about him, but come on. If Stango's not there,
I can't come on.
Let's be real.
It's not a major.
Let's be fucking real.
But yeah, that was our grand finals. Our top 2 players. Move on. Talk a little bit more about the Beast. I had
Beastly, Mr. Third Place.
Mr. Third Place. Truly.
Wow.
I had high expectations for him going into this, and I still do going into Genesis.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna be real. I don't. And I hate to be Drama Monday, and I hate to be the dissenter. but just like the expectation for Beastly was, to me, that it would be like some close, hard fought, like I don't know. It's hard, dude. It's like third in this tournament is really, really good,
of course,
but I cannot be excited going into Genesis getting thrashed by Cake Assault like that. Like, and I think that's the caliber that Beastly like should be shooting for. Has had those close sets with Cake Assault, has the potential to win this tournament. I thought he was one of the favorites to literally win this event.
Yeah.
And like he was close, but it's just that just got so unreally
there was a gap.
Skill gapped. Like it was really insane.
I can see where you're coming from for sure, but I'm not too dissuaded because I know Beastly's a grinder and a learner. Zeke and Rangochu are in the hyperbolic grind chamber. They're coaching each other back and forth, and I feel like the cake set was definitely tough.
I mean, dude, but like look at if you look at his wins for this event. Not to say that the bracket was easy, but it was kind of easier than some other people. Like the wins in top 32 was Stango, which I would say he's like favored in that because Stango doesn't
3-2 against Hampolo.
Yeah, like
that's surprising.
3-0 against Bong Deep Throater to make it out of pools. Like, I just don't. I had really high expectations going in for Beastly. Third is great. I was not impressed by the level of play.
No.
I do believe he can turn it around, but I don't like, for me, I don't think he's in the convo to be winning Genesis over like Cake and Ion and Rangochu and like, you know what I mean?
I do know what you
maybe
mean.
I'm being reactionary.
It's perhaps a little reactionary, but I think it's a fair reaction. We're just looking at the new evidence. That's
you just have faith.
I think I just have faith based on his historical performances that he could do it. I wouldn't put money on him. Like I maybe would have last episode if there were some good odds, but this is still a solid performance, but not quite as explosive as we tend to see from him.
Yeah. I don't even think like, and we got to remember like Stango's going Olympia at Genesis too. So I think that will give him far more trouble than the Crag, or the Locks, which he's been known to do really well in Stango's Crag and Locks. I don't know. That's just where I'm feeling.
I mean, Beastly's like very good into Crag, and like Ion goes Olympia against Zetterburn, but like against Beastly in particular.
Yeah, for sure. Like Ion has counterpicked Crag to Zetter, like beat Salt with Zetterburn or Crag beat Salt with Crag. No, had to switch off of the Olympia.
Because he was going like at Riptide went Olympia for Beastly.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like it's a Beastly thing. I see. I think that the counter pick, like I think Stango will do better on the Olympia. I think Ion will do better on the Olympia into Beastly, even when I think traditionally Ion would rather has gone Crag when shit gets tough. So I don't know. That's just my Beastly thoughts right now. I love the Beast. I love the Beast. I like actually am like really sad that I sound so negative about it. I still think he'll do really well, but it's just not one of my favorites to win at the moment, like I might have said in my last episode.
I think that's fair.
Heroic comeback though against Rangochu game 4. So
true. That was
is what it is.
Let's talk about Ant, our 4th place finisher. I want to take a quick look at his run because obviously when I press the back arrow, it doesn't actually want to go back in Start GG. Ant, I think this was a great showing from him. He's got he's done around 4th, 5th for pretty much everything he's been at. But I thought this was particularly impressive. Lost to first and second. Had some really good wins. I think the one over B-Bats was maybe the most impressive to me. But this Stango set was the most emotional for me to watch. Because Stango on the Crag, I don't. At first, I was like, I like what I like about Stango. I like that he looks at these characters and wants to prove to everyone why they're broken. Why,
he's an abuser. We love abusers.
He's an abuser. He did it, kind of with the Olympia, with one of the shows, the Loxodon. But the thing about Crag, we already know Crag's broken. We already know that people are already abusing Crag. We don't need another one.
Yeah.
And so this set, I was rooting for Ant so hard.
Yourself, and I'll never forget it. You were we were going into this and you were like, I think I want Stango to win this. And I was like, I promise you don't. You absolutely do not. And then you were like, no, I think we do. And then after game 1, you were like, fuck, I need Stango to lose. And I was like, yeah, bro. Oh man, this Crag champion is really insane. But Ant did really well. I think this was really good. You're right. I think the B-Bats one was very impressive. It seems like Absa does really well into Fleet, especially maybe Billy's likes to play close quarters, which is sad because I thought Billy played really well in this set trying to play around, but Ant was better on the day. Ant's a very hard player to rank. I'm just thinking with all the top 4 finishes, having set wins on pretty much everyone.
But he's never I don't think he's ever.
But it's never won
above 4th even. I think he's.
Huh?
I don't think has he gotten 3rd ever?
He's gotten. He got second at. I'm not just talking RTCS.
Okay.
I'm talking majors, like Fusion Plus as well, right? Got second, yeah.
Yes, he did. You're right.
So and I think at an online might have gotten at second. I got a high caliber online or similarly. So very hard player to think and talk about. Man, I need him to start doing some crazy greedy upbeat stuff is where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Abuse that move.
I need maximum greed.
I think I remember Shadowhawk loves using that move.
Yeah.
With uppy down air off stage is gross.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think he did. I was so happy with how he played at this event. I think he had some just sick moments with the Cloud, that Thunder line onto, I forget if it was ZB or Stango, one of them.
Yeah.
Some great moments and a great showing. And I hope to see him crack into that top threshold.
You know what I'd love to see?
Soon enough.
I'd love to see Ant and Ion play at Genesis.
Oh.
I'm just kind of assuming everyone's going to Genesis but Plup. I don't actually know if Ant is.
I believe Ant. I'm almost sure Ant is. I don't know if Run Gunshoe is. I hope so.
Okay.
Probably.
Right.
But I don't know.
Sure. I hope so. God, please. Okay. Yeah, man. Ant's good. It's a matter of time with this guy. He's gonna break through, and he looked rather stylish as well. In the
yeah, it's weird. It's weird to say breakthrough, but it's true. I mean,
right? It's
he hasn't won.
It is so weird because he broke through when he entered his first fucking bracket, dude. It's crazy. It's just but breakthrough in the sense of now there's a limit. Now there's a limit that he needs to smash.
Yeah.
And
he's got to up air a glass ceiling.
It's incredibly close, but we need to up air the glass ceiling for Absa. And he's going to be the one to do it. It's just a matter of time.
It's just going to be. All right. Stango or Sandstorm next?
I don't have much to say about either of them particularly. We can talk about Stango. We can talk about the Stango Gex set that was off stream hilariously.
I don't know why they put that off stream. That was maybe the most questionable decision of the whole event.
I don't know who was running production for the event, who was choosing what was going on. We got some let me look at because I might be able to tell you exactly what set was being streamed while it was happening.
Where is it? I think I can find a picture of people watching.
It might have been Sandstorm Animal, and then which makes sense.
Yeah, or no, it was just after. Or it was after it overlapped with Sandstorm Animal, I think.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's very criminal that it wasn't dude, even Dan's in on like the rivalry. So it's like, what are we doing here? But so that set was off stream. Stango won playing all Crag over Gek. I want to say what was this? It says it in bracket. I want to say it's 3-1.
It was 3-1.
Yeah, it's 3-1. The Boyko Cabal was behind.
Boyko was so funny.
Boyko was fucking funny, dude. He like Stango got a kill with Crag jab 3 on Rockwall, and Boyko was like, he's so intelligent, and it was very funny. The crowd was really awesome. Like pretty much everyone in that room who wasn't playing a bracket set was watching.
We were downstairs watching the Sandstorm Animal set next to Throne Orc, and then I checked. I was like, Stango Gek's happening off stream, and then we walked upstairs.
Yeah, we all went up.
Check it because you had to be there. It wasn't the Locks Ditto. Of course, no. Stango was on the Crag. And he talked a little bit after the event about how like, yeah, I think Crag's fucking broken, but I can't perform with him in bracket for some reason. Which is, that's cool. I don't want to see more of the Stango Crag. And I'm excited. He said he's going to Olympia for Genesis, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, that's good. I'm actually really excited because I don't even know how. Like it'll be good, but I'm thinking back the last time we saw Stango on the Olympia was pre-nerf, post Evo nerf, where down tilt was like really free as a confirm into forward air and up B was a lot better. And it was also before the DI changes, and Stango was an up air abuser. Like no one up throw up aired more than Stango, and now we're gonna have to see more diversity in the combo game. Not that he's not capable, he's definitely
he's definitely capable.
Obviously capable. It's just we haven't seen like the post down tilt nerf, post chain aerial combo DI change, post. I mean, even if you want to say the fucking recovery nerf, even it was like kind of whatever, but Olympia's a little bit of a different character from back then. So I'm excited to see. I'm really actually truly excited to see Stango's Olympia. Whereas if it were pre-nerf, I'd probably be saying the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's talk a little bit about the other Ollie, Sandstorm.
Yeah.
I have a lot more to say about Sandstorm with the online that he managed to win. Because this win on BBATs, I think was his strongest year. And this was a matchup that going in, like I don't remember where I heard the BBATs. I might have just like overheard it at some point where he's like saying he was like, this was the match he was most nervous for was against Sandstorm, like because they were seated into each other. And then Sandstorm was able to take it. But it felt like a pretty typical Sandstorm performance. I guess slightly under what he usually gets. But fifth place, Stefan Scott losing to Cake and Ron Guntrue. So
another
second for fifth.
You lose to first and second for fifth. That's what happens when the losers run is crazy.
That's what happens.
She gets a little wild.
Ron Guntrue loses to Stango.
I was expecting more out of Sandstorm against Cake Assault in particular, I think, because when I think about Cake and Sandstorm, their Evo set rings through my head loud and clear. The fastest fucking 9 stock I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And Sandstorm has grown so much since Evo as a player that I was kind of expecting it to be a lot closer. But at the same time, I really came out of this set thinking more about how good Cake looked rather than like, oh, Sandstorm underperformed in this set. Nothing crazy to think about there.
I think the other set that I kind of forgot about was Sandstorm Animal, because we were both pretty high on Animal ahead of this, and Sandstorm played extremely clean against him.
So nice.
It was very nice to watch, even though I was rooting for Animal. It was still like, you got to give it to him.
You know what I
He
think
gave him the right amount of respect. The offstage stuff, I think Animal was maybe flubbing a little bit, but Sandstorm was able to capitalize and get some great opportunities.
Right, and that's really where you have to make your money against Olympia. Like as a heavy is like that straight hit off stage where she just falls into the blast zone. But you know what I think actually helped a lot for Sandstorm to win this was his loss to Phantom. Because I think they're very, very similar in the sense of like you have to play like so disciplined and so perfect. And I think that loss might have been a good lesson for Sandstorm in terms of playing out matchups like Galvin and Ellis, who I think honestly play a lot similar, where they are just trying to, for lack of a better term, cheese you off the level. So
yeah, I think so.
That's why that's just like
I think it's kind of a lot of the heavies.
It looked so clean, actually, like so clean, so disciplined, like on top of it in this matchup. That whereas I didn't see that before when he lost to Phantom, right? It got a little sloppy. I saw it for like a game against Phantom, but then in this set, it was perfect. It was completely perfect, and so I was really impressed.
Great. Yeah. Certainly.
Sucks for Animal, honestly.
Sucks for Animal. Who else did Animal end up losing to? Curious.
It's a good question.
I don't think we saw it to Applewiz.
Oh, yeah, and I mean,
shall we transition into Applewiz?
Let's talk about Applewiz. Oh my god!
Look, I think we kind of pride ourselves a little bit on being tapped in, and knowing the up and coming players like kind of the Phantoms of the world. But Applewiz, I had not watched an Applewiz set in months.
Right.
And then he comes here and puts on one of the best raster performances we've seen in a while.
Here's the thing. First of all, this set was another contender for set of the tournament. If unfortunately, like if Ranganshu didn't exist, I think this is the set of the tournament. Second of all, Applewiz, like in terms of being tapped in, we've seen Applewiz on the outskirts of these top cuts. We've seen Applewiz for 17th, for 25th, but it's usually sets down there in like losers top cut that aren't getting streamed, and like the losers or the pools like aren't getting streamed. So makes a lot of sense that there just kind of wasn't major bracket footage on this guy, but we've known he's been around. I just didn't it's just he was around that level for so long that this did kind of come out of nowhere for me, especially the way that he did it against Cheesy Potato. Holy shit, this was like the most awesome set of all fucking time.
I hate to admit it like that right there. Look at Cheesy. I didn't even see Cheesy's reaction. Like, I hate to say it, but I think Raster might be sick.
No, he's super sick.
I think it's possible, especially given the recent changes to like repeated moves, being able to DI further out. I think it makes him have to be a little bit more creative, like we just saw when he's carrying you out with the slipstream. Although sometimes you don't need more than 2 fairs or up airs, and then you get the confirm in the end, depending on your opponent's DI. But Apple, he put on a great show for us. Only came in at 7th, but made a damn good run of it. It was very exciting, and I hope to see him continue to do well moving forward. I know he played in the online, didn't have quite the same result, and we might not see him consistently reaching the top 8, but I'm gonna hope he gets a lot more screen time at the very least.
I hope so, man. Last time I watched an Applewiz set was he was playing fucking Ice Climbers in Smash Ultimate. So we need more of this guy. I consider the pioneer of the down B platform edge cancel. Even if it's definitely the type of thing where it's like if you play Raster, you know about that and like are doing it on occasion, but he was styling on it, even on like Jules Vale with the moving platform. It doesn't look particularly tight, but let me tell you,
was it in the Ranganshu set? He actually like properly hit something off of it.
Yeah. Like, certainly. I don't know exactly at what point, but he absolutely did. I jumped on ranked when we got home from this tournament, which was which was an arduous 15-hour journey.
Yes, it was.
But I jumped on ranked. First raster I fought was trying to do the plat cancels and just fucking missing. And I thought it was so funny. I just thought it was hilarious. But this is a good set as well. Just like to touch, unfortunately, Claren wins this probably super hard. And Run Gunshu is like one of the greatest to ever do it. So
yeah,
gonna be a little bit hard pressed. But man, Applewiz stole my heart this tournament. I mean, dude, look at that. That shit is so broken. Fuck Claren, dude.
Fuck Claren.
She's crazy. Applewiz stole my heart on a banger skin as well. W.
Most rasters I feel like are rocking the Tony Tail slide.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
All right.
B-Bats.
B-Bats is our 7th place competitor. I can't call any of this any kind of underperformance really when you're losing to Sandstorm and Ant. I don't think so. Given his losses, I don't think so.
They do seem like really hard matchups. You know, like the Krag Ollie dual mains definitely go Ollie for Fleet and for B-Bats, and this matchup looked really hard to try to navigate.
The Absa matchup or the Olympia one?
Absa.
Yeah.
It looked really tough. Like you have to like win. It looks like twice as much, and it like to an extent that's kind of how Absa works, but where you have to like win the long range to close the space and then win another interaction like in the close quarters. It's just Fleet really struggles to do so because she isn't particularly fast.
What it seemed like, what I was observing when watching this live is that like kind of what felt like the difference maker, which is maybe a little bit reductive, is that Ant could kill B-Bats off the top and B-Bats couldn't kill Ant off the top.
It's hard. No,
better at carrying their opponent off like to the side and killing them at like 60 is the ideal. But like, you know, whatever you can do to get that edge guard with the floats. But Ant was just getting so much out of up air because it's such an insanely strong move and it combos, and it's so good that he was able to find kills so much earlier because both these characters are so floaty. And now I think it's possible that B-Bats just didn't have that part of the game plan like well defined.
No, I disagree.
The tools of like leaning into the down strongs.
I disagree. He was definitely targeting down strong as a punish and as a kill move more often.
Yeah, I think he was definitely trying for it, but he didn't have the setups that showed it was maybe it's just difficult. Maybe he wasn't practiced enough.
What setups though on fucking Absa?
I don't know. I don't play Fleet. I barely play against Absa.
No, that's the thing is like you said, Fleet likes to kill off the side, likes to carry off stage, and does particularly really well into the fast fallers. And like usually in the other floaty matchups, like things like I guess you could say Rano, but also like Raster, she has really good walling tools. Like that's where her disjoints really come into play. But Absa doesn't she can play in a way that doesn't particularly care about the walling center stage. When you can run away, you can throw cloud, you can F-tilt, you can do all this stuff. And it makes it really hard for Fleet, I feel like.
I think it's a tricky matchup, but one that I think has room to be explored a little further. It's just tough when it's like Ant and then Shadowhawks, the top two Absas with Shadowhawk with a distant gap. Zahime's also up there. Yoda Cage now switched over.
Yeah, man, it's
tough.
It's tough. It's tough out there. So this is you say it's hard to call an underperformance. To me, I went into this tournament with very similar expectations for B-Bats and Beastly. I thought they were very similar, like where they have the sets, they prove that they can. They're playing really hot recently, and I think this is like bracket diff of like, Billy had to fight Sandstorm and Ant, and Beastly had to fight Hampolo and Cheesy Potato. Even though B-Bats also 3-0'd Hampolo, but you know, it's neither here nor there. Like B-Bats had to fight Sly before, and that can be a pretty tough matchup for Fleet, but he plays it really well. So I don't know. I don't want to just say like bracket diff, but I think it was definitely harder. Those are two players that I felt really similarly about coming in.
Yeah.
Honorable mention time.
Let's talk about fucking Phantom. We need to talk about Phantom. I closed the tab.
Okay. I mean, they had one stream set.
Yeah, so but it was
what
it
was
such a good set. It was trailer gameplay. It was Dan's Vision manifest.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was beautiful.
Man,
I'm glad Rangunchu won, but I am so glad that Phantom got to show everything this character can do.
Fuck this character.
It's crazy. Like every time he plays the drill, it was
character.
Like we'd Gumpy next to us going like Chekhov's gun is when and then every time it would fire in Act 2 or whatever it's supposed to be.
Actually, I don't know, bro. It's whatever. Fuck this character.
It was fucking awesome.
Unfortunately, this matchup is pretty easy when you're at the top level. It's hard for me because I am like kind of bad. But when you can hit those consistent wall techs against the back airs, when you can, I see a lot of the top level Clarence against Galvin just not throw comboing, just down throwing and then jumping out with neutral B. And it's something that Galvin really struggles to recover against. Kids like, I don't know, you can like try to go low and then you go low, you're forced on a strict timing, and then you Claren can down B and then everything gets weird. It's just a lot harder. So but yeah, I mean, dude, this double fair was fucking sick. This game 5 was awesome. Just let this game 5 play out because
then Rangunchu takes his turn.
Yeah.
And then it's just it's even all of a sudden.
It's ridiculous. But Galvin's really good. He has a lot of good stuff into like floor hug as well. Like I feel like his tilts, like forward tilt and down tilt, are really strong into floor hug. Man, he's hard. He's small.
He's deceptively small.
He's absolutely teeny tiny.
His aerial combo game is so good, like on stage. I mean, when he gets his opponent in the air, he can do the world is his oyster.
That was a 0 to death, by the way. Oh my god, so good, bro. Like actually so insane. And it was fast too. Holy shit! Like you're just dead. No, like watching this, dude. I almost lost my voice from only this set.
Yeah.
May I just say the commentators for this game were exceptional. I like listen back. Like it looked like they had like block issues. Like maybe Rivals went wrong. They had like 2 new casters on for just 2 sets.
The last 2 games of top 8 qualifiers.
Yeah. The last 2 loser set. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't even like listening back. I don't know if they know Rivals particularly well either. I think they were alt casters, but holy shit, they were incredible. They were absolutely
they were so fun.
It was great. I was a big fan. Oh, dash attack. Oh, and then we just don't DI that very well. So dude, I love Rangunchu, dude, throwing the controller down, shaking that. What the fuck was that about? That random ass game 5 bullshit. Yeah, man.
And that's Phantom. I believe he's NorCal or somewhere around there. Gonna be a Genesis.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out. Gonna be going places.
Yeah, he's one of the players. I wish we had the seating and the bracket for Genesis when we go over it, because like there's a real chance this guy could go deep.
Anyone else you want to touch on before we wrap up this segment on LMBM?
Shout out fucking ZB. I saw ZB and Rangunchu played off stream. In I think it was a 3-0.
I believe so. Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I tuned in just for game 3. They were not playing like it was a 3-0. It was sweaty, it was grimy, it was campy, it was on fire capital. There was Rangunchu popped off after the victory. I was like, damn, that must have been the tightest game 5 of all time. And he reports it, and he's like, 3-0. And I was like, oh. But that's awesome. No, ZB, it wasn't ZB's day, unfortunately, but his day will come. I haven't lost faith in ZB.
No, sir.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Anything about the event more broadly that we didn't get to touch on earlier?
New York's got pretty cheap pizza. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty sick.
Some cool deals with the pizza. We did have to go up like 5 flights of stairs to
It's
get
true.
to Rivals. That was pretty crazy. It was like whatever. It only sucked because we had like logistical issues with our luggage, and
yeah, but that was
I had to like carry it all over. But it was whatever.
Yeah.
No, it was great.
I low key need to go to a quick break before we
No,
talk
for
about
sure.
the other tournaments. We'll be talking about for a little bit Cashbox, Frosty, then we're gonna preview Genesis. All right, we'll be right freaking back.
Be right back.
And we're back. We're
gonna talk about some bullshit. Faster.
Let's talk about some fucking bullshit that happened. We're talking about the Cashbox 11.5 Genesis qualifier. This was up for a $500 travel voucher for Genesis, which Sandstorm greedily won. But I guess he's not playing Brawlhalla anymore, so he needs it.
Yeah.
But so I mentioned like I wasn't terribly impressed by anything Sandstorm did at the LMBM, but I thought this one was very nice, extremely clean. Actually, I want to go to a set against Salt. Or was it Salt? Yeah. The winners final. Because it felt like Salt it does very, very well. Oh, I'm not on the. There we go. Very well in the scrappier situations, I think, is where she's been shining in this game. No pun intended. And Sandstorm was just like getting her up in the air and just keeping things extremely clean with his own punish game. I think Sophie did similar things in the run back against Salt. But I was very impressed by Sandstorm's run here. I felt like even though it's just an online and we've seen Sandstorm with these similar performances before, just like winning the whole thing so cleanly was nice to see. It was kind of maybe reassuring is not the right word, but it felt it was good. It was good to see.
Yeah, I love Sandstorm, which is why I definitely watched all of this tournament.
Of course. It was only a day after us getting back from the previous major.
I was fucking locked out of shout out Up Air, by the way. This is the Up Air clip. Yeah. Awesome fucking quintessential Meta Knight Up Air if you speak it correctly. Yeah, this was right after we got back from LMBM. It was exhausting. It was emotionally and physically. And you know what I did watch? And this has happened to me twice. This happened to me for Frosty as well. I watched the first 2 games of Sophie Salt.
Oh.
And I thought, okay. And then I stopped watching. And that also happened for Landon versus FPZ at Frosty. I watched the first 2 games.
I did the same thing.
I went set over and then I stopped watching. He fucking reverse 3-0'd both of them. So yeah, I don't know how this happened. I don't know. Tell me why, how did Salt beat Sophie 3 games in a row?
3 games? What? No. Sophie had beaten Salt. Oh, 3 games in. Games.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of weird. It feels like Sophie's always struggled in the Zetter Ditto. She's dropped games to drop sets to like obviously Beastly, but even like Hempolo, maybe. I feel like she had like a close set against Hyperflame or something as well. But the first one, like I was saying before, Salt was doing really, really well in the scraps. Maybe a little bit of assistance with the online, but like getting like 4 shine dares in a row. Sophie just like missing techs. It was a little uncharacteristic, but what was very in character for Sophie was in their losers final set, how clean her punish game was. I know she's as she always does talking about like how she doesn't feel like she's going to do well at Genesis or whatever. I think she's damn near primed up.
Yeah.
The way she
You've been saying that for a while.
But it's every time I say it, it's true. Every time.
Okay.
It was okay. It was sick from Salt to get her win over Sophie, which I thought she had done like in like winner's side of a hop on before, but maybe it was like Sophie lost to like Durai or something and came back and beat Salt twice in grands. But it was a good showing. And then I was just scrolling. I mean,
damn,
we're not spending too much time on all these different matches. There's some good ones. But I was scrolling and I didn't realize New England's own Dr. Lobster beat Phantom.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty
crazy, honestly. I think I saw that and didn't quite believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Lobster 3-1 and then lost to Viviana. So is Viviana the best Galvan? It's not Phantom? Maybe.
No. But maybe. No, you're right. Maybe.
And we mentioned earlier Applewiz getting 13th, losing to Maya. Not bad at all.
Yep.
Beastly was playing like La Reina, and Kakasol was playing Crag.
Dude, Kakasol wasn't even play. Kakasol played Crag in the first 2 games. They did so dirty, hilariously, just putting Force Burn, by the way, in the Landon set.
Yeah, and there's like no other character data for anything.
Yeah, and then it was, dude. Landon, I was like, Landon 3-0'd Cake, and I was feeling very nice because I played with Landon that morning. I was feeling primed up, feeling great. I was like, damn, I gave Landon that bug warm up. But I went back and watched the set, and Cake went Crag for the first 2 games, and then game 3 went to Air Armada on against. Which, like, I get it. You just played game 10 against Rangunshu. You're not exactly in online tournaments are Mickey Mouse. You're not exactly keen to be playing the second best Clarin the day after you get back. So I don't know. Which, by the way, I don't even think that's true. I think Sly might be a little bit, but I don't know. It's actually really tough. I don't know who's better. I need to watch more Sly VODs.
Also, the Sophie ZB set, they've had like tons of back and forth game 5 sets, and this was also a very sick one.
Yeah.
I think some of these lower sets weren't on either of the streams, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on this.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're not intending on doing more of these Tuesday 2 week in advance. Not even, I don't think, for this.
Yeah.
Notice tournaments. This was they had like something that they could only squeeze in at this point. I'd rather somebody be able to go to Genesis than nobody with more fair opportunity.
Yeah, cool.
All right, now let's talk about Frosty. This tournament, is it Drama Thursday?
Like, yeah, man. What the fuck? Our game's fast, bro. Our game's fucking fast. It's unfair because our game is fast compared to Smash Ultimate. Okay. But trad fighters are way faster than plat fighters, just across the board. So it's kind of
for those who don't know,
right?
This tournament was last year at Frosty, we had top BO5 after like the top cut. It was great. Then this year they say, oh, only BO5 for top 8. Then like decent way through the bracket, they're like, actually only BO5 for top 3.
Yeah. What is this fucking
Evo? Crazy.
Is this brawl at Evo? What the hell's going on? We're just letting anyone win.
I don't think it actually changed much.
It absolutely did.
What do you think? Like, what do you think could have gone differently had it been like a BO5?
Like here's my point. Godly lost in pools in a game 3 scenario to Frosty, player I've never heard of.
I've heard of Frosty.
Who does Frosty play?
I think Crag.
Awesome. Cool. When we have Crag in our game, we need BO5. Crag demands BO5 for fair and justice. So Godly loses in pools, makes a 9-set losers run to win the tournament. 6 of those sets were best of 3. And you're telling me that like none of that, I don't know. It's just crazy, especially when I'm seeing like how pretty much any set that went game 3 proved that the other competitor could take a game and could have taken a potential game 4, right? That's like cheesy Landon. No, that's cheesy Godly.
I think BO3 is so Mickey Mouse, but when I'm looking at like the players that placed where they did, I don't think that there was no like kind of crazy upset that was caused by it, but I do think it's a travesty that BO3 was played for all but 4 games, 4
Dude,
sets.
It's like less that it's like I'm sure we would be complaining about it even if they'd said beforehand, but the fact that it was like during the bracket they were like, we changed our mind, it's only going to be top 3 instead of top 8, like calling it an R2CS major, like on the road to Genesis right before the finale, and then having BO3 winners semifinals and like they're playing for 5th. They're playing 4th place. The loser semifinals is a best of 3. It's like, dude, and you know what actually like tilted me is people complaining, I think rightfully so. I mean, there were a lot of issues with the event. And then TK Breezy.
Yes.
Someone who I have immense amounts of respect for. Absolute pillar of the community of Smash and all the like. Saying like, well, don't you all play BO3 on ranked? And it's like, dude, we play that for elo, not for money. What like? Yeah, it's insane.
It's
and
like
also,
it's when you want to just queue a casual game.
It's not seed. It's not a major top 8. It's not seeded. You can get like 250 elo discrepancies on ranks. It's like I don't want to play a BO5 of that. I don't want to get destroyed for 3 games straight, and I don't want to have to farm a kid for 3 games straight. It's just a little bit miserable. It's like making that comparison kind of tilted me.
I agree. Bit. I think it didn't make a lot of sense. And I think what was I think the most, besides the fact that they changed it midway through, I think the fact that this was considered a full-blown like RCS event, like it wasn't just one like Fusion Plus was where you got points, but it wasn't like main circuit, that this was main circuit, and it did nothing. It was unfortunate we had some DQs,
right?
Cake like and BC, but like the fact that so much of it was BO3 just doesn't make it. It is not the same standard that all these other events have been, and it's a little disheartening to see.
But I guess who fucking cares? I guess who cares? Godly.
But Godly.
Oh my goodness, Godly. Godly. I have so much good to say about.
Yeah, let's talk.
Godly. Holy shit, this guy is so good. This guy, like when we saw, so Godly had a pretty recent breakout run, right? Where it was like 7th at maybe an online major.
Yeah, I think it was Platinum.
Yeah.
He technically got 5th from the Ion DQ.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. And I think like I watched a couple of his sets from that run, and it just seemed like really solid, like Rano basics, right? We're hitting our tech chases, we're hitting our forward airs, we're hitting our down tilt up strongs. It was pretty good. We're edge guarding against the wall. Pretty good. But this tournament against Landon and FPZ, I thought really looked like visually a step up. I don't know if he's actually like gotten considerably better, or if it was maybe like the offline difference, but against Landon, the baby dash usage was phenomenal. In the tech chase and in neutral, just like doing these slight baby dashes and pivots to position better for the tech chase was like something I wasn't seeing a lot of. Something that I think like he's probably done a lot before, but like I thought it was so good. I thought them like oftentimes when we talk about players with really good movement, we think about, I don't know, like Cake never misinputs, and I say that, and of course we're all thinking about the one time he misinputted.
Well, the 2 times,
yeah, the 2 times he misinputted
against Dango and Evo.
Cake never misinputs. Fucking Rangunchu's plat movement is exceptional, but like Godly's grounded movement is really good, and it was really impressive to me. It was that on top of the bubble positioning and awareness. I have a couple moments. If you could go to Grands. The first set, the first game, it was the stock before this. It was like the second Maple stock. Yeah. Just let it play out. Because I think it was this. Yes, it was this. This stock is so impressive. He's on top of him like the whole time, like fair, pivot back, tongue, jab reset, reaction tech chase, fade back on the fair so it's safe. We keep it going. We jab reset. We keep it fucking going. Slide off the platform. It don't matter. Bam. That doesn't exactly kill, but we're good for the edge guard anyway. We shield that forward air up strong. Oh, I thought it was so clean. It's like that level of gameplay that Ranos need to play at. Like it's obvious, it's been obvious for a long time. He's had the tools to do stuff like this, but it's just he kind of has to work a little bit harder. And it's hard to pilot that consistently at the top level. The stall there with the down B was fucking gorgeous. Let me see. I had another clip. Let me actually see when it was real quick. It was, I believe it was game 5 of Grands of the game 5 of the first set. Wait, no, I apologize. That was the wrong clip. It was game 5 of the first set. It was at 7:30 on the clock. So just about 30 seconds in to the match. Godly does this really, I thought, frankly, pretty insane bubble play. After we survive here, we hold down. Just like gets a really solid tech chase combo, goes for a pummel there, doesn't work out. Combo here. We're going to throw up, and then we're going to position a bubble on the top platform after there's no follow-up, and we're going to combo into it and get a down strong off of it. And I thought that like that That's awareness, sick. that knowledge that like the combo wasn't, there was no follow-up, so I'm going to go for this positional play while I have center stage, and then like routing the combo into the bubble there was so impressive, so gorgeous. And it's something that it's like those small details that most Ranos can't, or like we don't see, because like we see good bubbles, we see good like needle boosts, good shit like that from players that are dope and sick and awesome like Durai and Toothbrush, but like very consistently I thought the bubbles were phenomenal. And so Godly really impressed me in this bracket.
Yeah,
that's all I really have to say.
I think it was the biggest takeaway. I think most of us after the DQs probably saw Landon winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
But FPZ took him out in winner's side in a reverse 3-0. Which like I watched the first 2 games and I was like, nah, he's good. He's got it.
Yeah, right.
But FPZ, I had my eyes on him as a Maple player. I can find the set.
Yeah, right.
Here we go. And it was pretty interesting to watch. He's not super like you don't see him dash dancing. You don't see him running around like a lot of other Maples, but he's got a very clean punish game. He does love his double dunks, and he failed a lot of them, but was not dissuaded by any means. What is that sick ass water? Hang on, real quick. Let's talk about the water bottle from Landon. Bro's got
Ew. Oh, it's like a long flask.
It's like a long flask.
Yeah, it's like water bottle size, but a flask. That's interesting. I like
maybe more efficient to pack in like a narrower bag.
Also,
anyways,
FVZ first Maple to choose the blue waffles skin.
He was rocking the blue waffles. I did find that. Just it was I
perverted. I'll say it.
I think
I'll say it.
It's if you know, those who know. You think there are kids now don't know about blue waffles?
Yeah. I don't think it's going around. I really don't think it is. There's just other kids got other shit to worry about now, you know.
There's a good showing from FPZ, even in grand finals, going to the game 9 against Godly. But I think he's a pretty clean Maple, which is not necessarily like something. Even like Plup plays very like he's running around, he's in your face. FPZ is maybe a little bit more respectful unless he hit you with a forward air, because then he's gonna go for another one.
Yeah,
but I'm very curious to see how he can continue to improve, because he's been around for a while, but this is definitely his best performance.
Yep, I think that's true. I think that's very true. Was very close to winning it all, but
yeah.
Went up against the God. I mean, also very close. Like the Landon Godly set was literally like Landon through. It was the I mean like legit. Like it was game 5, last hit, last stock. Landon missed an up air that would have killed, and then got fared for it and died. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually. Yeah, can you run it back and make sure that he would have died? Okay, yeah. 68 70, 88.
Yeah.
Not
Up
it wasn't
there?
that one. No. This one.
That one.
That
Yeah.
94 before the hit. Does that kill at 94? I don't know. Rano's a little floaty. He's not that heavy. I don't know. Whiffs. It was definitely hittable. Definitely just held the drifting correctly and got fared. Sucks for me, Landon Enjoyer, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. Frosty. Not our most prestigious event of the circuit, but it was a very entertaining.
Godly hard saved it.
Godly did.
If Godly didn't do that, we might not have talked about it. So I'm gonna be real. It was like, wow, whatever.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about Genesis coming up. We're not going to go too heavy into the predictions and stuff. We might do a separate video on that just because we don't have seeding yet. And so it's just harder to talk about. But I'll scroll through our rivals attendees. There's no Plup. Plup is not going unless there's some emergency super last minute. But I feel like it's even too late for that.
Is going.
Ranganshu is going.
Matt, when was the last time you saw Sashi play a bracket?
I don't remember.
He's been playing.
I think he was playing Maple
all the time. Yeah, he's a character nomad.
We got Dia coming in from Europe. I think Ethics is coming as well. Dia was the #1 finish in EU. So going into this, I mean, we've mentioned bits and pieces for all sorts of players. I think you're expecting it's like Cake, Stango, Ion, and probably more Cake and Ion to take the whole thing. But there's
I would throw Ron up there now. I think after LMVM, I would put Ron in that group. Yeah, I think those are definitely like the 4 that are poised to take it. There's a lot more people on the outside, like we said, Beastly, B-Bats, Sandstorm, Sofilo, players that are consistently right outside that range that could get those upsets on the day if they're in form, but I'm just not really expecting them to be able to beat there. But that's 8 players right there, right? Did Zeus DQ? Zeus had to DQ, right?
I think so. I don't think Zeus can come anymore.
He's
still registered. If Zeus, I hope
it's Kill Yourself Thursday. Unfortunately,
it's Kill Yourself Thursday. It's drama Kill Yourself Thursday.
Yeah.
But we'll be going to this. We'll be there in person. We'll be filming some fun stuff. We'll be making it out of round 1 pools.
Yes, we on Kreestab Soul, both of us are making it out of round 1 pools at Genesis. I'm trying to think. No, those are our. You go ahead, please.
I want to talk about the event more broadly.
Okay.
Because this is Genesis has always been Rivals' big event. It's been the RCS finals since like Genesis 5 or something.
Yeah.
And last year there was a lot of entrants. It was the most in person at the time, I think, that there had ever been. Maybe that's wrong, but it was hype. And looking back on it, like the game has developed, the meta game and the game itself has developed so much.
Dude,
that this is gonna be, even compared to like an Evo, like this is gonna be so sick to see the finals in this not fully realized, but this more advanced stage in the game's lifespan, in the game's meta. It's going to be really, really sick. I think Cake, Ranganshu, Ion, Stango are our favorites. We got the next level, but it's so cool that we have an idea of all sorts of different players from like the top 64 level onwards, that like there's could be some sick upsets. And we're going to be keeping an eye out, try and look out for all the different setups in case there's some hype matches that are off stream. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I have a couple questions for you about this event briefly. Do you think we'll get a top 8 slot on Sunday? Instead of top 6? Yeah.
I don't know. I would hope so, but I'm not.
Hashtag started earlier. Hashtag Melee Grands was an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh my god, it was.
Like, come on.
I mean, it won't be this year, but oh my god, it was. Yeah. I I don't know. I the only thing I didn't actually mind the top 6 that much, except for the fact that I just felt bad for the players. I think it was ZB and or not ZB and Beastly and Elkies who made top 8, but didn't get that top 6. I was like, that sucks. You don't get to play on the awesome stage.
It really sucks. It really sucks. I hope we get top 8. I feel like we for sure fucking deserve it. Yeah, I think our top 8 seeds are probably pretty clear. Maybe is Ant going?
Ant's going.
Okay, then maybe it's not as clear cut as I thought. Maybe there's like 9 or 10. But it's definitely Cake, Stango, Ion, Rangunshu, Sophie, that's 5, B-Bats, Beastly,
probably Ant.
Sandstorm.
Oh, Sandstorm, shit.
Right? Ant.
Shit.
ZB. ZB's gonna be somewhere, probably not top 8 seed, but it's gonna be somewhere up there.
It's stacked.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be and okay. Last question, Genesis. What character are they revealing?
I don't think they're revealing a character. I think they will be revealing 2 or more new stages.
Whoa.
Because Dan mentioned in a dev stream a little bit ago that they are going to be they're using the like stage skins that currently exist. They are making new layouts that would use the aesthetics of like the whatever graveyard, the La Reina place, the Crystal Oasis. And he mentioned like at or after Genesis for the new season, they're going to be rotating some stages out, putting new ones in. I hope to God that they get rid of Hyperborean and Aramata, as I'm sure many of us do. But I think but they should reveal a character.
Right? It's Genesis.
But like
it's always been weird because it's really early into the year. Like especially I know they said they're
like a month after the last character.
Yeah. It's like 6 weeks after the last character. You need another like
and Edelus was late. Revealed. Like it was like less than a month after Edelus dropped last year.
Yes, yeah. Edelus dropped like the 22nd last year or something. Olympia was revealed at Genesis last year on like a similar day, and then didn't come out till April 2nd or April 1st or April 2nd, which is like I don't know, like another 6 weeks. I don't know. They usually like to do it like I want to say a month before. It's a weird time spot. I still think it's fucking Genesis. Like
they gotta character. There's gotta be something sick. So if it is a character, it better be Slade.
You think? Has everyone not just been like mind virused into thinking that Slade is likely and soon? Like I feel like
Slade
that's
is definitely likely. Just because he was such a prominent Dungeons character. But I think he just make a great character. We haven't had a water guy since Edelus. And then the only other character they really like even that anyone's picked up on them like mentioning would be like Malo because they've been talking about items and stuff, but I don't think we're getting another fire character yet. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Whisper was the last, but like we don't need a 6th. We definitely could. Character.
So you think it's gonna be water? You think it's gonna be Slade on the water?
I'm gonna lock in Slade.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. You know, just fucking around. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Malo is coming in the summer. I felt like this pretty strongly. And because of that, we definitely need an air or a water. They said we're not getting heavies for a while, so it definitely won't be Eliana or Hodon. And I'm not too terribly familiar with the Aether Extended Universe character lineup. So I'm going to lock in. They're going to make an air character, and it's going to be an Ori clone.
Wow. Okay. Okay, yes. I'm feeling better about my prediction.
Ori with 4 double jumps. What everyone fucking wants. Yes.
Wow. Okay. I like it.
I don't know, something like that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Anything else about Genesis?
Nah.
Great.
Let's wrap.
Let's talk about some gatherings. I've got a number of gatherings today. I've categorized the gatherings.
Okay.
I
like
because that. I don't think this oops, this leaks.
Yeah.
I don't think this deserved its own segment. Unfortunately, EURCS had their online finals, but it was I don't know, it didn't have all the heavy hitters you'd expect to see. There was like there were some
No
familiar
Dia,
faces.
no Gothic, or yes,
No
Gothics.
Dia. We did have a Gothics. We had Elfman. We had Generog, and it was an Orcane to win it all. But there's like the season standings were already finished. Like Dia already got her qualifications. This was just a more like it felt more like a postseason kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I watched brands. I watched a couple other sets here and there. Nothing particularly to write home about, other than the fact that an Orcane won, which is crazy.
Yeah, cool.
What else? What's the next category? Oh, we got LMBM photo albums. We love supporting the photographers because they let me make better looking thumbnails, and sometimes we're even in there. I didn't see any pictures of us in this one. I saw myself in one of them of the pictures of everyone watching the Stango Gex set.
Oh, cool. Cool.
With some great photographers want to shout out. Next category is new games. Combo Devils, this is something that's been at a couple different events. People have gotten a chance to play, and they announced a Kickstarter, which has already been fully funded. It's supposed to have elements of trad fighter and platform fighter, as well as have a like co-op roguelite mode, which is pretty fun. An interesting take to have like a more collaborative mode to play with people.
Yeah.
In the genre.
Everyone knows about Combo Devils. It's the talk
Everyone
of
knows
town.
about Combo Devils.
It's the damn talk of the town.
There was another plat fighter that this is the first time I had seen of Smack Studio, focused on like sandbox, the character creation stuff. I guess a little more streamlined than like a Rivals Workshop kind of thing. But looks very nice, visually interesting. I like the art style. And then the last thing was these people all work together on open versus a fan-made servers for playing multiverses online again, which I think it felt like it was only a matter of time before someone put this together, and they did. And
I didn't feel that way. This game fucking sucks. I did not think...
it doesn't matter how bad, as long as there are people playing the game and it shuts down, there will be people trying to make a server for it.
Okay. No, you're right.
It's just a guarantee.
Our
next category of gatherings is workshop stuff, because people after it's been like maybe a month-ish, a little under, I think.
Yeah, a little under a month.
But people have already been porting in some characters, and our friend Magma Boy has been basically just tweeting them, and it's been awesome. A lot of people checking them out. A lot of characters that are just like have some basic, like their normals, some animations thrown in, because there's a lot of things to do in this game.
Yeah.
I was given Jigglypuff a try earlier, and there's just like she was actually really, really fun to play in the Rivals engine. But there's some like no ledge special, like she just kind of like turns default and then goes up. Is very silly. But we got DK, who's just normals at the moment. This is the stuff I was so excited for. I wanted to play the Smash characters in the Rivals engine really badly. Oops, how'd that get there? But this Puff one, I think, was the most like realized of all the like Smash characters. It had specials and everything, where most of the others were just like normals. So the time's coming. Hopefully there's no cease and desist going Aether Studios' way anytime soon.
Surely there won't be. It would have happened for R1, right?
Probably.
It just would have, right? They've got some loophole, something.
I hope so.
What the fuck is that? What is that upbeat? What is that? What is that upbeat? What
I don't know.
I feel like, bam, it's not like it's not like is it Captain Falcon? I feel like I'm going crazy.
Not that direction though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be just like one of those. And then it's Kirby Down B, which I think is very funny and looks very hilarious. I love C#. We love C# Major 7.
That's one. I don't even know if there's anything playable, but it just so far just Squirtle on Odojo.
He's cute. He's big. He's bigger than Maple and Olympia.
One moment, I gotta get these other things up. Okay, a couple more gatherings. We got The Evo early bird registration leaderboard shows Rivals at number 9. I think we need to get number 6 to make the Sunday slot in terms of registration, which is pretty doable. I think the first 4 are pretty unsurprising. But it'd be cool. We could get up. We need to get above Invincible.
It's definitely possible, dude. I don't know. Invincible Versus has buff of new toy syndrome.
Yeah,
like everyone who plays a trad fighter probably, if it makes sense in their schedule, would love to
just reg for it. Let's
just fucking reg for Invincible Versus, you know. So that's unfortunate. I've never heard of Vampire Savior, so we should beat that. No. I hope. I don't know. But yeah, numbers are great. Long live Rivals of Aether 2.
Yeah, it's sick. There is one of the setups at LMBM had a bug of characters getting other characters taunts. There's also another bug that I didn't tell you about. I will tell you, but I don't want to. We're keeping it on the down low. But there's something coming up.
Okay,
that I'll tell you
about. What? Some shit got leaked?
Yeah.
Through the fucking. That's hilarious. Tell me off.
I will. But these.
That's funny. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. This was maybe one of my favorite things to come out of the event. Where it's like, Margoju showed whatever he was listening to on stream, and then was like Zeke had someone in the Discord. I was like, Zeke was like in the front row the whole time, and then they tweeted this, and I was like, how the fuck did they get that so fast? And then we checked the Discord, and someone. It was very funny. A great new format. I used it for the going live tweet for this.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Viviana, the best Galvan in the world.
Okay.
With a new montage. I think, dude, she might not be the best, but she is so fucking sick. She's maybe my favorite player to watch right now.
Dubiously.
Her situational awareness off stage is so fucking good. It's crazy how aware of all her potential options and her opponent's potential options are. It's unreal. Go watch her combo video. We had a little clipped moment of Zetterburn awesome. High profiling Rano's tongue by using his up strong. I went too far. Like
it's like high profile plus Z access.
It's like, what are we doing?
Very awesome what are we doing? By the way. Gets to do that above all down tilts. It's awesome. So cool.
Frame makers, this should have gone the other. I didn't categorize this, but Among Us guy, Orcane is in this game alongside whatever the slap city guy's awesome. Called. He looks really, really fun.
We gotta get on this.
We really do.
I've heard the net code is like a little meh, which is like the only, I guess, bad part, but we should give it a shot.
Definitely. And then the last thing was this really nice video by Corn Cycle. His first video, DM accepts an out of 50/50. It was a really well made video talking about like being able to take advantage of like your opponent's different like tendencies and the situations you're in. It's such a good video, very well done. I hope he makes more. And I wanted to shout it out. And that was the last gathering. Which is always does. Commander's Medal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sometimes like to guess what I think you're gonna do. I have a guess, but I don't know if it's what
okay. You have a guess.
Yeah, I've got a guess.
I just don't know if this guy's got the medal already. So I'm gonna give the medal. This week's Mentor's Monthly Medal is gonna go to Zoran Mamdani, mayor of New York City. Zoran Mamdani. He did incredible. The subways, we were staying at a place that was like kind of roughly an hour from the venue. And so we were really scared about if we were actually going to be able to get to the venue for top 8 on Sunday using only transit, and the subways. Phenomenal.
The streets,
great. Everything was getting paid. Everything was getting plowed like every hour. We got people were shoveling like crazy. We walked like 20 minutes to get food during the snowstorm. It was very fun. It was very hilarious. And so like a lot of players unfortunately couldn't had to DQ from Alt 128
unfortunately
because of it. Yeah, the Steve House had
the
to
Steve
DQ,
House
from top 128 due to the snowstorm. But from what I've heard, from what I saw on Twitter and what I heard by word of mouth, the snowstorm was handled a hell of a lot better than it had been by mayors of New York City in the past. So thank you,
and the
Zoran.
communication was so clear.
The communication crystal clear, efficient. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The transit affordable. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Just the mayor handsome. Oh my goodness. Just absolutely. Thank you, Zoran. Yeah.
Thank you, Zoran, and congratulations for maybe
because imagine
your biggest win of the last year.
There was a real shot that we were like, oh, we should try to go home on Saturday night. And like, but a lot of the trains were like booked, and a lot of the ones in the morning were canceled. And so maybe there's a chance we're like, okay, we should just stay, like, not go to the venue and watch top 8 not there, and then we would have missed the fucking Rongunshu run. And so I'm really grateful.
It worked out quite well, very well.
New York's a great city. Yeah. Thank you, Zoran Mondani. Yeah.
All right, and with that, that's gonna do it for our last episode of the season. In a way.
Oh yeah, kind of.
We'll be back after Genesis. We'll be recapping that. Might get some guests on. We'll see what happens. But stay tuned. I've been editing up the some of the the Riptide interviews into shorts, adding some extra footage that didn't make the cut of the main video. We'll be doing interviews at Genesis. We'll be doing probably a predictions video. So stick around.
See you soon. Yay! Bye! Yay!